Yo, shout out to the most high. It's almost eyes, even though Lord say this L-Deez, also known Lawrence One for another episode I Need to Know with my special guest. Introduce yourself.
The hilarious MelaninBee, comedian, multidimensional entertainer, laugh yogi.
What's happening with you? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
For sure. You just got in town or, a last minute interview. So this is going to be like we chopping it up. I don't know a whole bunch about you, but we about to let the viewers know where you coming from and where I'm coming from too.
Respect.
For sure. So what's up with you? How you doing?
Divinely guided and very optimistic. Came out here to the Bay for my birthday.
Okay.
Yes, it was yesterday. My solar return, entering to the 40s.
Okay, for sure. So you just entered the 40s?
Yes.
4-0?
4-0.
Welcome to the club.
Okay, respect, I receive. I had to take a nap in the car today. I said, this what it's like? No.
Okay, for sure. Well, don't fall asleep too long in the Bay. They might think you're homeless. Shout out to the homeless population or the houseless population.
Period, because that's what it is. It's houseless, because I done been houseless in L.A. And out here, honestly, keep it real, it ain't the same. Like, it's very pleasant and refreshing to see the lack of homelessness on the streets. Maybe I ain't been in the areas, but L.A. is everywhere all day. Like, right outside my door. When I go outside, I'm in their apartment. You feel me? Like,
wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Homelessness or houselessness is pretty bad in the Bay Area. In fact, I work in transitional housing now. You know what I'm saying? I just graduated 2 months ago with, so I'm working in the mental health field.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an eye opener. Some of the people that I grew up with are now houseless and, in some of the facilities that I've actually worked in. So it's definitely been an eye opener experience.
It do be. You'd be surprised at who out here, is houseless and experiencing some sort of financial restriction where they can't pay their rent.
Yep. So you said that you was from L.A.?
Yes.
Okay, talk about that. What part of L.A.?
Koreatown.
Mm-hmm. Okay, chocolate Chinese food.
Yeah. I call it Koreatown, a.k.a. Little Mexico, a.k.a. New York City, because it give all those vibes on one block.
Gotcha. Okay, so how was your life coming up?
It was different because I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, Midwest, born and raised. You feel me? 402 in the building, and it was very pleasant.
Okay.
People don't think it's a lot of black folk in Omaha, Nebraska, but we really deep there actually.
Okay, so what famous person is from Omaha, Nebraska?
Malcolm X.
That's right. A lot of people think that he's just from Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the second part of his life. But his upbringing, he started in, Omaha, Nebraska. That's where his father got killed on the railroad tracks. We actually have a Malcolm X Center in dedication in honor of Malcolm X.
Gotcha. Is that where Kalamazoo is too?
No.
That's in Detroit, right?
That is correct.
In Michigan, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's where his mother passed away at. Mm-hmm. Yep, so you a comedian?
Yes.
Okay.
Spiritual comedian.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. You said that you were a multi-dimensional edutainer.
Yep.
Okay, now, edutainer, I call myself an edutainer too.
Respect, look at that.
For sure, that's why, shout out to Lovemore, he hooked us up.
Yeah, that was exactly what he said too, because I was told him I'm an edutainer, because I feel as if, you laugh and learn and help you retain the information more.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, do you know what rapper named this album Edutainment?
No.
KRS-One.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, damn, that's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
And I rock with his movement and all of that.
Oh, for sure. Shout out to Chris One. You know what I'm saying? So so edutainment, you know what I'm saying? I think that, so a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people want to learn, but they don't really like the method that is actually being brought in. Because sometimes learning could be boring.
It can be boring. And then sometimes people try to project the education on you and talk down on you. So it's like, I don't even want to receive it. So they immediately get defensive and they can't even get the message if they wanted to.
That's right. That's right. So when it comes to childhood learning and stuff like that, who do you think is more pivotal, Dr. Seuss or Jim Henson?
Jim Henson.
I agree.
Yeah, because, that's the creator of all of it.
That's right.
So that's the top of the ladder right there.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So do you do a lot of shows and stuff like that?
I do. And I actually create my own spaces for hilarious edutainment. I do comedy clubs too, but I'm very grateful to have a certain niche, a certain way of being able to bestow my hilarious family, the collective with the edutainment. So I create my own spaces.
Gotcha. Like what? Give me an idea what that actually looks like.
I just got done with the Black Vegan Spiritual Comedy Tour, and I took myself on an independent comedy tour where I did it in vegan restaurants all around, like from St. Louis to Richmond, Virginia, to Chicago, to Philly.
Wow. Did you create that market or that was already a market out there?
I did myself. I opened up that lane. I'm a number one. You feel me? Like August 19th, number one. So I lead the way. And I'm leading it with laughter and laugh to stay.
Gotcha. So what do you talk? What do you do when people say this? You know what? Black people, man, they don't need no more comedians, entertainers, and things like that. We need more doctors, lawyers, policemen, and things of that nature. What's your answer to that?
Laughter is medicine.
That's right.
And depending upon, like, you know, I do feel as if, you know, we can do more with our platform. If you're gifted with a, you know, a platform and an influence to be able to have a real big impact on people, we need to utilize it for more higher vibration. I do feel like, because we have enough, you know, righteousness. Now we need to bring some righteousness, a little more balance.
Okay.
You feel me? So that's where I come into play at. But I feel like, you know, as black folk, laughter and joy, it comes natural to us. It's been our emotional alchemy for many lifetimes.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just internal medicine. That's how we be healing.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, because when somebody said that, because people think that I'm a funny guy too, right? So somebody said, you know, Lawrence, we don't need any more comedians and stuff like that. I said, well, check this out. What about the doctors that work in trauma centers all day?
That part.
And then they're stitching people up like at Highland Hospital. I think it's Martin Luther King. Is there a Martin Luther King hospital in LA somewhere?
Yes, it is.
Well, Martin Luther King Hospital in LA is equivalent to Highland Hospital in Oakland, California. And what it is that when people are training for the Army, that's where they send them to, because so much gun violence and stuff like that, the people in the Army are training at Martin Luther King and Highland Hospital. Because there's so much gun violence and stuff like that. So that's where they having people train at. So imagine somebody's watching people come in with their brains blown out and all this stuff. After that, they don't want to watch nothing serious or nothing too much. They need to take their mind off that.
Exactly. And that's what comedy do. And that's also what I do too with like laughter yoga. Like it's more intentional, you feel me? Like, because I do laughter yoga as well. And it's no jokes, it's no telling. It's actually utilizing laughter as medicine, being able to hack your happy hormones and to raise your vibration. You know, so like sometimes even doctors who, you know, hey, may have just left out an emergency room, you know, you can't just watch a comedy right there, but you need to raise your vibration. It's just your mindset. You can do a hilarious exercise where you inhale up and exhale laughter, you know, just to have a buffering system to alleviate that stress.
What is your connection to nonprofit organizations in LA?
It's lack thereof right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been, you know, since laughter yoga, and the type of, you know, edutainment that I bring is, it can be frowned upon because it look clownish, but people don't understand the actual scientific benefits that you're receiving when you're utilizing laughter as medicine, and humor as a form of healing. So I'm still pushing the movement, you feel me, and getting it into spaces and places so we can utilize it more as medicine, so I can connect with more nonprofits and be out here really slinging joy in multiple dimensions.
Gotcha. And that's interesting that you say that. Did you know that you could also probably build the insurance? Like if you got a company, you could build the insurance for what you do?
That's actually, my company is called Holistically Hilarious. And I am looking to, because I'm not originally from LA, so trying to do certain things out there, you got to have certain permits and stuff, which I respect, you feel me? But my goal is to be able to receive insurance, because I worked with veterans. I worked with elderlies in nursing homes and things like that, and even like students for emotional regulation and cognitive behavior. So it is something that I want to build on and be able to accept insurance so people can come and get it without having to feel like they got to come out of pocket. Gotcha.
That's dope. That's dope. And how long have you been on this journey?
Since 2018.
2018. So that's 7 years.
That's correct. That whole cycle.
Gotcha. And you talking about vibrations and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So when did you start picking up the vibrations and the Baduism? When did you become Badu?
That started happening like in 2016, keep it real. Like when I first got on my journey, when I, you know, decided to leave, you know, organized religion, and then started, you know, talking to trees and getting rooted in nature.
Gotcha. Okay. So you take mushrooms and stuff like that?
Actually, never took mushrooms. Actually, you know, I hacked my own DMT with laughter. You know,
I was just gonna tap into that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No, respect.
So have you ever hit some DMT?
Internally.
Okay.
Internally, like when I go so deep into a laughter meditation, I raise my vibration so high that I literally have like outer body like experiences where I be feeling myself lifted. Yeah, and then I go down this rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland, and I go like through these tears of grief, relief, and then back to joy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ooh, out of body.
Oh yeah. You be all the way. Like it's amazing. You got to just stay rooted in the laughter though, because you don't want to stop chuckling. It's like stopping in the middle of a movie and you gon', you know, miss what's happening at the end. And you stop in the middle of a movie and it's a horror movie. It's like, damn, you know, now I'm stuck here, because you can get stuck in that trauma phase. So laughter is such a heightened emotion that you begin to feel certain experiences and suppressed memories come to the surface. So it's really deep. So yeah.
Gotcha. So who are some of the people that you actually look at on TV, like Queen Afua and all them?
Yeah, I've actually worked with Queen F4 in real life, in person. We've done some events together.
Really?
Like Return of the Gods and things like that. Yeah, so I met her. She's a Leo as well. So,
Okay.
yep, I met her before. But like when I first got on my journey, it was like Baba Dick Gregory. May he rest in transition.
For sure.
That's somebody who I really, watched and laughed and learned from a lot.
You know what's so crazy? Speaking of Dick Gregory and all those people during that era, have you noticed that back then, a lot of the athletes and entertainers were part of the civil rights movement and stuff like that?
Yes. What happened?
But is there a lack of? Why don't you talk about why you feel like there's a lack of, and what do you think the entertainers' responsibility is? And my bad, let me just add one more, because I don't really like to do this when people do this to me, but I'm going to do it to you.
Oh, okay.
Is it entertainers' responsibility to take part in like the awareness of what black people go through?
To a degree, I feel like it is, because we do have a certain responsibility when we have these platforms and we have people that look up to us. I do feel like that. But then they also place a lot of pressure upon people who not even aware or who could care to be aware. Blissfully ignorance is a true thing. Or some people just willfully ignorant and they'd rather just stay in their bag and not get caught up in what's going on with these politics. You feel me? So they don't really want to mess up their paper. And that's where it has gotten to. Like, they don't want to be involved to the part where it's going to mess up their money flow. Because a lot of it is tied to how much money they're coming in, their endorsements and the sponsorships and things like that. So they have them literally wrapped around a loop of money.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you being a woman in entertainment.
Right.
How is that?
It's hilarious, honestly. Being a woman and being spiritual, that's what's hilarious about it. Like, especially doing comedy. Feel me? They call me like Chakra Khan. And I don't mind it though. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. You feel me? But like, what I've learned is that, especially in comedy, you're not really respected. Because, like, saying bitch on stage is all right, but if you off the stage, my name is Melanin. You feel me? Like, you want to call me Chakra Khan in this vortex, that's cool, but you ain't gonna just disrespect me. But I feel like for me, it's a slightly different because I'm spiritual. I'm not Christian.
Gotcha.
So as soon as they find that out, you're the devil, you're a witch, you all these things. You feel me? But I'm like, I'm not. But it's just about being on top of your game and staying professional, staying, respecting yourself and then commanding it. But then when you start doing that, people, they don't act like they see you. But then when you vibrate high, they can't see you anyway.
Okay.
That's what I realized too. So, sometimes I feel like I be in a room with other women and other people and nobody see me. But, sometimes the light be too bright and you can't really see it.
For sure. What do you think about the conscious community now?
It's hilarious. No. No, it is though, because it's getting really trending.
That's right.
It's very trending. You can get some things at Five Below now in Walmart, crystals and chakra sets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to have on a dashiki and say Grand Rising. That's even becoming toxic. That's like a red flag. You feel me? Like, he got to copy and paste for the funding guy, the goddesses. But, I feel like we need to stick to the roots and the traditions of why we are into spirituality. But, me as a comedian, I make fun of it. The hilarity is true. I'm going to laugh at it. Because even spirituality is getting so sexualized. Everybody pulling cards from their sacred space. You know what I'm saying?
They do that.
Yeah. They know what they do. They be pulling them in. Got their titty chakras outside,
See? Answer the question, Steve. Quick.
They be out there doing that. That's how they be flowing. But, sexuality and women is going to always be a business. It's going to always be.
For sure.
It's going to always be a market. But I feel like, since we are in this spirituality, we should realize that some of our sexual movements also come from an unbalanced sacral chakra. That's where your sexual energy lies. And if you out here with an unbalanced, overactive sacral chakra, that's really creative energy. You need to be out here creating, writing a book or doing something.
Say that one more time.
Your sacral chakra, that's, where your sexual energy is
That's
stored.
right. Below the solar plex, right?
You bet. I see how you been healing.
I'm just asking.
No, I see.
Watch this. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Steve told me. Steve told me. So,
respect. But yeah, that sacral chakra, because for me, when I started to actually hone in on my sacral chakra energy, I've been celibate now, or abstinence, for 3 years.
Okay.
And I have created a lot, wrote 5 books, created a game. You feel me? And it has.
But I knew that though. You know
how?
Steve told me.
You hilarious.
No, for real though. No, but so this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know.
Respect.
You're on your journey.
Yes.
You're on your journey. You're walking in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever get romantically involved with somebody that's not your same spiritual system?
No, I would not. It's out of alignment. It's gonna knock my pH balance off within my sacral space, and I can't be healing like that.
Okay, so how do you do the filter? You know what I'm saying? How do you do the filter by knowing which brothers, you know what I'm saying, are going the same way, or some people that are just being wolves in sheep clothing. How do you filter that out?
You know, I'm vegan, first of all. So, you know, or plant-based. I like to utilize the word plant-based. So, you know, if I be like, how you eating? They be like, oh, I just eat a little salmon on the strong end. You buy vegan.
You say what?
Little salmon. I put the L in there. The salmon.
Oh, yeah, salmon. Okay, gotcha.
You know, listen.
Gotcha.
Because that's the thing. People don't think that salmon is meat. You don't think fish and shrimp.
Fish is.
Yeah, exactly.
If it has the eyes and the brain and the mouth, it's yeah.
That part, you know what I'm saying? So that's one way, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men be acting, you know, faking the veganism, the plant-based lifestyle just to get into the, you know, the punani, the sacred space.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, you can just tell, you know, also just they aura.
Okay.
You know, it glows different. You feel me? And it ain't even about having on the aesthetics because it became very uniform now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a little crystal on. You can get them anywhere. But it's about the conversation, your daily practices and things like that. But yeah, the way you eat is so important to me because like I love to cook. You feel me? And I want my man to cook for me. And if we can't exchange, you know, food, because that's a love language, how we healing?
For sure. So what I'm hearing you say is that you wouldn't be romantically involved with somebody that doesn't eat the same things as you.
Plant-based penis only.
Okay.
You know, it gotta be in alignment.
Plantain. So are you a mother?
Yes, I am. My son is 15, 6'2".
Gotcha. Okay.
He live with his daddy chakra, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I get a lot of slack for having my son live with his father, but I'm like, you know, because some women don't have that luxury. It's a true thing. They feel like we have to have our children all the time. No, we don't. Release that. You feel me? I put it into the universe that I wanted to get on this journey, and right when I got on my journey, my son's father, his life just came together like butt cheeks, and I was like, cool, I respect that. So my son, I had him in the first 7 years, and he been with his dad the last 7, and then now I'm out of my 7-year cycle. We back co-parenting. So he come to LA for like sometimes a strong end. He come for summer vacation, spring break, and Christmas. So everything, you know, is in alignment.
Gotcha. Now this is really getting good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you recommend, like, if the father is available at a certain age, that the boy go stay with his father?
I highly recommend that. Because a lot of women, you know, they have unhealthy trauma bond relationships with their son based on the unhealthy relationship that they had with their son's father. Mm-hmm. And because I would, you know, some people, I wouldn't even be doing that. And I'd be like, you can't. Like, you just really can't. Unfortunately, sister, your baby daddy not around like that. None of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you got the, you know, baby daddy that come get his children and the other brother and sister sitting back. Now you got to take them to Chuck E. Cheese where they won't feel left out. Yeah. I'm really grateful that my son lived with his father. My son got an amazing life, good friends. So, yeah, I give credit to, you know, and shout out to the brothers that's out here being active dads. Because black men, they put this stereotype. You know, but it was a thing, though. Because, like, growing up, we never put nothing on our father. On my dad, like, what, he around? You know, you would say, oh, my mama, oh, my mama. So, like, I can, you know, my son now, he be like, mom, oh, my dad. Like, I can really say that.
You know what's so crazy? Because in the hood, when somebody says they got a mom and a dad, people typically think that person is rich.
Yeah.
Like their mind automatically jumps to a certain economic status quo.
Yeah.
So I was on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was on Facebook, and this got good. You know what I'm saying? Because I post questions of the day on my Facebook page. Check me out, Lawrence Walker. Lawrence spelled with a U.
You want to tap in?
So check this out. It said this. I was on Instagram the other day, and a woman said that a father should never spank his daughter. What is your take on that?
You know, honestly, I can agree because it's a way that a father can discipline just with his divine vocal expression and the tone in his voice to his daughter, you know, that'll gather her together real quickly. And if you start that at a young age, it'll work, you know, as they grow up. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, whooping your child is a form of like slavery because that's how we've been, you know, punished our whole life. But, you know, because my dad never whooped me. Okay. My dad never cursed or none of that. Man, he rest in transition. He just passed away at 90 though. So, you know, celebrate.
You said what?
At 90 he transitioned.
Wow.
Yeah, long life. Feel me? But like he never whooped me, but I always respected him. Like I never talked back to him. You know, and that's just something like he instilled at a younger age. Like I ain't gonna put my hands on you, but you're gonna respect me, you're gonna listen to me. So it's something that starts young, you know, with that father-daughter relationship, because it also can subconsciously make her grow up and be in relationships with men and be thinking it's okay for them to put their hands on her. You
know what? Somebody else said that too. I ran this past my good brother. I wish he was here right now. Fam Cirque, love him to death. That's my heart. He said, L, spanking your kid and attacking them is two different things. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard, shout out to my brother Rasan Allah, shout out to him and my boy J.R. Valerie. They both said with JR said it on, just short. He said, yeah, it's okay to spank your daughter, but just very minimal. My brother said, you know what? With girls, you don't really have to do that. You can spank them, but you don't really have to do that because women naturally want to please and stuff like that. So if you tell them something, then they'll feel more bad that they didn't complete something, and it's more of that than anything.
That part. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that because, when you were like a daddy's girl and you have that relationship and you feel like you let your father down, that's within itself is like her internal punishment. Like, but moms and daughters, that relationship is hilarious. That's that dynamic sometimes because a mother can be jealous of the relationship the daughter has with the father.
Of course. The funny thing about it is I was just talking to my friend earlier that when the woman knows the mother is like the moon, right? She's in the middle of the sun and the stars, right? Mm-hmm. The man is the sun, the woman is the moon, the children are the stars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the mother knows the dad more than the children and the children before the dad. She's the perfect middleman. You know what I'm saying? And when the baby comes out, they fight over her attention.
Yep. That part.
The baby's on this breast sucking and the daddy trying to, get some on the other.
Yeah, I've actually seen images of, men even doing that. Like for real, or be wanting to drink the breast milk.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. And it's another question real quick. Who determines if you are a good parent? Is it A, you, B, the other parent, C, the child, D, society?
The child. Honestly. Because, when you have siblings, every sibling get a different version of the parent.
That's true.
So
yep.
That's how, because as a parent, like I used to think that I was doing a good job. I was not. I was out of pocket. I was very out of pocket. So, my son didn't really see it that way.
Do you only have one child?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
That is enough.
Okay. Okay.
But like, when I look back, I guess because I'm on a journey, and I've seen where I had to heal certain ways that was toxic, that was being, passed down. But I realized I was doing the best that I could with the knowledge that I had. But I was a good parent, but I was emotionally unavailable. I didn't have a lot of my mental health together because I was chosen to break certain generational traumas because we're not cursed, it's just generational trauma. So when I look at how I was raising my son in the beginning, I was a totally different person.
For sure. I mean, something can share the same vessel, but if the spirituality in the vessel is different, then the experience is different.
Yeah.
Like I always say that Tupac rapped with Digital Underground, but Machiavelli didn't.
Period.
Because he was a different person, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I have two children that's 12 years apart, so I totally get what you're saying. But
okay.
Me personally, I think that anytime you're in a group setting, I think that I would determine if I'm a good parent just for the simple fact that there's good kids with bad parents and there's bad parents with good kids, right? And anytime that you're dealing in a group setting with free will,
yes,
then you can only know what you can only gauge with what you do because kids associate. Say you the auntie or maybe you the mama and I'm the daddy. Is that okay, Steve? No. If we have a child and the child can come over my house and play video games, not do his homework, not clean up and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But then he goes to mom's house. Mom is having him eat broccoli. Right, that's okay with you?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Broccoli, a few, what y'all be having, Brussels sprouts?
Chickpea patties.
Chickpea patties and stuff like that. You got him reading from like 30 minutes a day and then this and everything is so structured. In his mind, shout out to the train.
Okay.
in his mind, you may be the bad parent or the more disciplined because kids associate nice with good.
Yeah, no, that part. Yeah, that part. So you know what, respectfully speaking, I understand what you're saying because like that's literally my dynamic. My son's father, because when he first grew up with me, even when I first got on my journey and went vegan and stuff, he still thought that like I was the good parent because he was with me most of the time. But now since he been with his dad, like they both play video games. They both just gamers. You feel me? But when he come to my house, he doing affirmations in the rich rising when you wake up before you touch your phone, oil pulling, you eating a certain way, but in the beginning, like when he was adjusting, he kind of would like, create resistance because he was like, I don't do that at home. But now he's in a natural flow. Like kids really do want structure sometimes. So he judges off of just kind of like, and plus my baby daddy is a Gen X. I'm a millennial. So he's getting two different generations.
Gotcha. So he's about, 50?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so he just raises him old school anyway, you know. So I'm a millennial. I'm way different in my parenting ship. I'm more relaxed. Like me and my son send memes all day, even while he at school. You feel me? I just say watch him during passing period.
Yeah, you know what? And a lot of times, like when women have children, I mean boys, that's their chance to actually take some of the weeds out of the child that's in the father.
Yep. In real life, yeah, most definitely. Because like I see some of the ways in my son that the reason why me and my baby daddy not together.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing wrong with it because he his person. I don't judge him, but I just was like, you at this age right now where it would be good to start working on this, working on that. You don't want that to become your habits.
Yeah.
The type of person that you become. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it ain't nothing against, I just see it happening. Plus it's like crazy because me and my baby daddy never really knew each other. We met August 31st, knocked up September 1st. It was just different month.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was a different month, same week.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I was a different person.
Watch this. Shout out to Steve.
So it was a different I was a different person, but you know what I'm saying? That also too plays a part because I don't know my son's dad. Like he know his dad more than I know him. I don't know really nothing like about him like that. So that dynamic is just hilarious because sometimes I be like, damn, you talk just like this man.
Yeah.
And I don't even know him like that.
Well, you know what? I got a trill story. I met my father at 30.
What?
So it was one of the surreal moments in my life. When I went out there to go see him at a family reunion, he flew for me to get there. So the crazy thing is, I'm Lawrence with a U. He's Lawrence with a W, same middle name and last. He's October 16th. I'm October 17th. He was 230. I was 235 at the time. But want me to tell you what really messed me up?
What is that?
He had one gold tooth right here.
Damn.
Could you imagine that?
That's a lot. How did it make you feel when you saw him? Like, what was your response?
It already stamped something that I know that your personality is just just as much as your DNA with how you look.
Yeah. That was like looking in the mirror, like a reflection. Like, wow.
Yeah, because parents, I believe that your parents are in your life to gauge what you either want to be or what you don't want to be in the respective time that they are ahead of you.
That part. That you should, and plus you should want your children to be a better version of you,
of course,
and not just be like you. But some parents, they take that personal. But it's like, why would you not want your? Because you didn't know everything. Like parenting is basically OJT.
Yeah,
you
on the job training.
Yeah, you learning as you go along. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never trained for this. So it's like, I do want my son to be even the version that I am right now. I still want him to be better than this.
Well, I gotta ask you a question. Now that you're on your new journey. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that you want to have another baby?
Nope. No.
You shut that down real quick.
Immediately. No, I don't. It's just a season for me to be out here laughing my best life.
Gotcha.
I'm just, and that's the thing. Like some people be like, push that on you, especially in spirituality. Like I don't have to just be barefoot and popping out babies for men to just have their name and their legacy out here. It ain't. I'm not that girl. It's some women that want to be doing that, but at the same time, that costs a lot of money, time, energy, and effort. And then 9 times out of 10, the brother can just leave, and then women be stuck with the child. Ain't nobody about to be doing that.
So you know what? I was having a talk with my friends and stuff like that, and because he was telling me something about the woman he was dealing with, and I said, well, you have to realize, because our black women in America, our black women, melanated women, however you want to. I said, a lot of them feel like we gonna be gone. I said, either we're going to be in jail, we're going to be dead, we're going to leave them for another woman, or we just not going to show up. So a lot of the panicking that actually goes on, a lot of that is in that, And
it do be valid, though. It really honestly be valid. But at the same time, like, not every woman wants to just be bearing children.
That's right.
Like, I'm one and I'm done and I'm cool with that. My son is 15. I can't even see myself being pregnant for 10 months again, going through all of that, because your body experienced so many different things. And, I'm just not here for it.
Gotcha.
Even if he was going to be around, which is cool, I don't want to put my body in that situation to experience certain things. And then, I would do a home doula. I did want to do it, get pregnant just because, not out of spite a little bit, to just have a better pregnancy, a better holistic, spiritual. But I was like, I'm doing that just because. Because,
Gotcha.
Like having your baby in the hospital is something else. And if you don't want to do all the vaccinations and things like that, they can come into your home and try to take your child away. You know what I'm saying? They be hating on doulas, helping women have babies at the house. So it's just too much that goes on, too much of a risk nowadays. That's just for me.
Gotcha. And it's a quick question, you know what I'm saying, that I'm going to ask. Do you ever read comic books and stuff like that?
I do a little bit.
Okay.
I do a little
You know
bit.
what a super villain is, like only the villains?
Yes.
Pick 2 villains. One to be your dad, one to be your boyfriend.
Ooh, okay. See, my son was like, Mom, you should know this. It's the one guy that was on Spider-Man, the one that was Oculus, had the arms and stuff.
Octopus. Dr. Octopus.
Okay, Dr. Octopus. And then the other dude.
Is he your boyfriend or is he your dad?
He's my boyfriend.
Okay.
My dad would be the guy from Doctor Strange, the one that wanted to get all the power.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That would be my dad. I forgot his name though, but the one Santos.
I think so.
Yeah, him.
Why? Why did you pick those 2?
Because I feel like my dad had a lot of power and he abused it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my son's father, or my boyfriend, he had a lot of situations going on.
Okay. So he needed some extra arms.
You know what I'm saying? Hold all these hoes.
For sure. So you brought your cards and stuff like that, right?
Yes. This is my hilarious game called Laugh or Stay Out Loud, bringing people together one laugh at a time.
Gotcha. So how long has you had your card game?
Me and my son created this in my mama's living room in December of 2020, right when the vid was popping off, like the mid-vid when it was getting heavy in the wintertime.
Gotcha.
Yes.
COVID. How did COVID affect your life and career?
It actually catapulted me and quantum leaped me into different, vortexes because I was doing laughter yoga online. People was in the house that wanted to get that giggle on. So I would do laughter yoga like with families and things like that for children. Like, I was a daycare. You know what I'm saying? Send your children to online laughter yoga. I watch them for an hour.
And you were making money like that?
Yeah. Oh, like pay the fee. It's
Come on
the
now.
energy. You feel me? And so that was beautiful. And then it just, I was still outside though. I ain't even gonna cap. I was outside getting my giggle on. So the people who were, also like anti, being in the house and stuff like that, they were able to have a safe space to come and be with like-minded people. So I did maximize off of, off the vid. I left LA though and went back home to Omaha because LA was just too out of pocket.
Gotcha. In what way so?
It was giving riots. It was giving like, Rodney King energy. I was living downtown and buildings was getting vandalized. And people take advantage of everything. You give them an inch to go a mile.
That's right.
Breaking into buildings had nothing to do with COVID. Like, what are you going here for? You know what I mean? So I went back home where it was still a little more stationary. They wasn't in Omaha doing all the masks and stuff like that. The protocols was way more laxed. And my son was at home in Omaha. So I really wanted to be around him because it was something in the air. I ain't going to even cap. It was some energy going on that was getting people, in their respiratory because my son got affected by it. But I was there.
COVID.
Yeah, but I was able to be there. That's what I love I've been an entrepreneur since 2016. Haven't worked for nobody else but myself. I work for God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the boss. You feel me? So when you work for God, you're always going to be employed.
That's
the job
right.
may be tough, but you know what I'm saying? So I was able to go home, and be with my son, Chakra. So that was a blissful experience. And me and my son came up with this so people can play Laugh and Stay Out Loud at home. So that's when I first released it to the collective. And it was very swell. It was amazing.
You mentioned God just a minute ago.
Respect.
I want to know, do you believe that God and the universe is the same thing?
Separate, and it's hilarious because, they be out here crip walking for Christianity, you feel me, and they be hating on how I be healing, but I'm like, it's two different things. God, yes, created the universe, but the universe is within inside of you. We all stardust wrapped in flesh.
Okay.
And we also have a God within us.
That's right.
So we multidimensional, starseed beings. So when you tap into who you really are, you understand that saying that is not disrespectful, it's just honoring the different parts.
So are you familiar with the Akashic Records?
I tapped in, friend. That's how I know who I am.
So from my understanding, tell me if I'm right or wrong, is the Akashic Records supposed to be like the library in the cosmos?
It's the library within you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like within you. It helps you with your past life and things like that, knowing who you really are, going into your ancient, DNA, your internal lineage. But it's also Akashic Records, AI tapping into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also because when you are meditating, you getting downloads from the cosmos. You feel me? So that's the Cosmo Akashic Records. So it's different forms, like libraries got different departments.
Do you find that raw food diets increase psychic ability?
It do. Fasting do. I feel like fasting do. It does a little bit more than raw food because you're still chewing and swallowing. Your digestive system is still working. But when you're doing like a juice fast, water fast, you're really tapping into, everything. Your body is not really working that much. So you're able to receive more downloads and think more clear because we're water. So you're able to be more fluid and flow where you need to go.
Gotcha. And when you say fasting, are you talking about just no food or are you talking about water?
Just only water. Like I just did a seeded grape juice fast for 7 days.
Gotcha. How was that?
It was amazing. It was fire. I actually felt so light. The downloads was popping. The meditations was lit. I was just quantum leaping every time I closed my eye chakras. I was like, oh, let me stay present. I had to walk around like this because it was just every time I closed my eyes, like, your eyes is a portal. So I was just seeing things, and that's how I was able to bring a lot of things into fruition.
Gotcha. So do you have any movies that you're going to be starring in, or what you got going on besides the, the cars and stuff like that?
The ones I write, because I got a lot of short films that I have written for edutainment, because media is, is very important in how we control the narrative of things that's going on out here. So, that's how they try to control us with, media. But I'm going to be writing some short films or getting some produced and be having them on the market, a little Tubi energy, stuff like that. But I am in a couple of films that are already outside.
Okay, what are they?
That's out of pocket. I need to get rooted, because what is it called? My God, slept my crown chakra.
It be like that.
Yeah. Sometimes. One show is called Left to Right.
Okay.
And then what's the other one I'm in? Damn. They ain't paid me yet, so it's been 2 moon cycles. Like, now I'm telling, but it's been like 2 years. We were supposed to get paid, and we done went to the premiere and all of this. I'm like, with a little check chakra.
Gotcha. It's coming though.
No, it's hopefully it is. But if it don't, it gave me some experience to be on set. But I love it though. But I do a lot of like short films on my YouTube though.
Dope. Mm-hmm. And being a comedian, what do you think the 3 funniest Eddie Murphy movies are?
Oh, the 3 funniest Eddie Murphy movies. That's because even though it's not necessarily a comedy, you just want funny. Because Eddie Murphy, he is hilarious. Most definitely. The Nutty Professors, you feel me?
All of them?
All of them are amazing.
That's your 1, 2, and 3?
Coming to America, like that's a classic, the original.
Yes.
And honestly, like Boomerang.
Boomerang was cool. That's when he made the crossover.
Yeah, and I love him for Boomerang. I love how he had the all-black cast. Like, it was a lot of hidden gems in that movie. Martin Lawrence was hilarious. I like how everybody was casted in that movie. Yeah. One of my favorite movies. It's very, it's laced with a lot of parts in there that's really actually hilarious. So, Boomerang, Nutty Professor, and what is it? Slim My Crown Chakra. What I just said again? Remind me.
You said Nutty
Professor, Boomerang,
and
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Yeah,
that's
that's it.
I go Trading Places.
Oh, ooh.
Coming to America. And you know what? I like Golden Child.
Okay, so you taking it to the 80s, keeping it trill.
Because I was little then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it does more for me just even watching it.
Yeah, because Trading Places, but actually when I watch it now, about the stock market and all of that, like that was a good one right there.
It was.
The train scene is hilarious. Ooh, see, I got to get rooted.
And on the Martin show, who's your favorite person that Martin plays besides himself?
Oh, it is Jerome.
Jerome
and Rome. I love him playing Jerome. And that's what's hilarious why I love Eddie Murphy, because a lot of people say that I'm like the Eddie Murphy of my skits, because I create different characters.
Yeah.
I got Pastor Shuck and Jive. I got Mama Melanin. I got this one character, Third Eye _ Black God Johnson. So I create different characters. Like even the short films and stuff that I'm writing, I'm going to be playing about 4 or 5 characters each film.
That's dope. That's dope. And I was going to ask you something. You know what I'm saying? The year's like 1997, 98. Mm-hmm. 2 of my favorite CDs just came out. Baduism and Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Mm-hmm. You go in the store and you can only get one of them. Which one you getting?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Okay, why so?
That album right there, I don't know, like when it had came out at that time, it just really spoke to me. I rock with her because she's underrated. And I don't know, just something about her. Like Erykah Badu, like she cool, she's outside, but she know who she is. Not saying Lauryn Hill don't know.
You think Lauryn Hill is underrated? I mean, underrated?
Some people don't give her the respect like that she should.
I've never heard that.
It's right. I've been in spaces where I be like, Lauryn Hill, like, because I think too it's this new generation, like they be saying it because of the certain things that's healing on with her right now. But I'm like, she done been outside for a while and she didn't experience certain things, you feel me, like in her career. But I would just have to go with, Lauryn Hill, because that album helped me through a lot.
You know what I would say? And this might sound off, and I just came up with it now, and I could be wrong. Nas and Lauryn Hill pretty much remind me of each other. As far as like, in the female world, she's like the female version of Nas to me.
Facts.
She gonna give you some deep stuff. She gonna give you a little dancing. She gonna take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But they're both exclusive, especially during that time, because back in the day, Nas used to only drop one album every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like one every 2 years and stuff like that. And Lauryn Hill, she hasn't dropped a whole bunch of music.
Yeah.
She gave us Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But then we was waiting on the other stuff. I like the unplugged shit too.
Yeah, I like the unplugged. I like the song that she did on the movie Best Man.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Oh, that soundtrack. That's the Lauryn Hill that I rock with. That song that she got on there is so beautiful. But Lauryn Hill, like she that girl. I just appreciate her journey, and I like how the industry try to do her. That's what I don't like. I like the underdog. Cause she in the industry, like and then she stand on business. Like, if, you know, I don't know, rock with her. Erykah Badu, she cool. You know what I'm saying? Like she out there, she in her magic. You know what I'm saying? Coochie chakra popping, energy. You feel me? Yeah. Multiple baby daddies and multiple dimensions. But
Steve, yeah.
But like, you know, Lauryn Hill, she just, you know, I rock with her.
Gotcha. Well, my favorite album out of those two is Baduism, and I'm gonna tell you just the difference for me. If I put in Miseducation and Lauryn Hill, it takes me back to that year, and as the CD plays, I'm still in 98, 97, 98 when it came out. However, when I pop in Baduism, it walks me to now.
That's a fact. It's a classic and a current.
Yeah.
It's multidimensional.
Yeah.
See, yeah, because she quantum leap. She already, you know, I feel like, I guess that's why I like Lauryn Hill, because it takes me, it's a timepiece.
Yep.
And sometimes, honestly, after I listen to like her album, I gotta play something else, because it can, what was going on in the 90s, like, you know what I'm saying, you back there, you know what I'm saying, like you be trauma bonding, you know, journaling and shit. You gotta laugh and stay, because like, damn. But that's why, you know, I do, you know, I like that, because I like music that take you places. Gotcha. And Badu, she quantum leap you. She have you in your magic in the kitchen drinking tea, you know what I'm saying, doing tarot with a head wrap, you know. But yeah, I feel you on that. I see that. I can see that.
So this is another question I want to know. Who are your 4 Lady Mount Rushmore rappers?
Queen Latifah. Okay. I ain't even gonna cap. She on there. Queen Latifah on there. I do rock with some MC Light.
Okay.
I do rock with some MC Light. Brat. Okay. Left Eye. I can't leave out Left Eye, because Left Eye, even though she was in a group, you feel me? Yeah. I still rock with Left Eye.
So that's your 4?
Ooh, no, because honestly, like, I gotta take one off, because I gotta put Nicki Minaj on there.
Boom. Okay.
Like, I can't even cap. Like, I love Ratchet and Righteous, so that's I gotta. Right. You know, I would have to take up MC Light and put on Nicki Minaj.
Well, that's a good list. That's a dope list. I think that you covered a lot.
Respect.
My list is Lauryn Hill.
Okay. You consider her to be a rapper?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I always look at black people as always having to be more than what they are anyway.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Shit, your brother might be damn near like your daddy in this motherfucker. Because your auntie, everybody's doing dual
multiple roles. Yeah.
Yep, and black people are highly intelligent.
That part.
Right? I wanted to put out a shirt called Niggas is Smart. You know?
Because we are and we is.
So I got Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, and my last space got to go to Missy.
I forgot about Missy. Yeah, because you see how she looks? She looks good.
For sure. She was always cool.
Yeah, she was, but she aging well. She aging well, that's for sure.
See, so when I'm going to the gym, you know what I learned about black women?
What is that?
In my opinion, black women are the only women that actually have like about a 60-pound prime. Which means that if she looks really good, and let's say 5'8", and she look really good at 140, she could still look good at 120 all the way up to about 190. Based on how she's shaped. Without the double chin or nothing. A lot of the other groups, when they put on weight, it might make their torso look heavier. Yeah. Or their hips might get bigger, but they might not have a bubble. But shout out to the women around the world. Yeah, we healing different. We healing different. I just seen a woman that was like in her 90s. She was a news anchor. She still had on high heels. That's what I'm saying. I said respect to her journey and her healing. For sure. Yeah. Okay, so before we get out of here, right? Did we cover everything?
Yeah, you know, I want to leave a message to the collective about utilizing laughter as medicine. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time to honestly get high on your own supply. And I mean that high vibrationally. Because you got all different types of happy hormones in your body to assist you. You know, internal blissful blunts is a great thing to tap into. Because we've always been told laughter is the best medicine, but ain't nobody never taught us why and how to utilize it as such. So laughter is a great medicine for 3 top reasons: alleviating the stress response, raising your vibration, and a mindset shift. And all those 3 things can help change your life, to help you laugh your best life.
Gotcha. That was dope. You said that like you say that every day.
I say it to myself every day. I practice what I preach so I can teach. You understand?
For sure. So tell people where they can find you at.
You can find me on social media, Hilarious MelaninBee. That's HEALARIOUS, because we out here healing with humor. You feel me? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Hilarious MelaninBee. You can even Google me. Yeah.
And I am L-Deez for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.